They say time heals all wounds. I used to believe that. I used to believe in a lot of things, in love, in family, in loyalty. But then I found out that the person I trusted most, the man I built my life with, had been lying to me for years, and that the child I thought we shared wasn't even his. What followed nearly destroyed me. Alcohol, darkness, nights when I didn't want to see the sun rise again, but I survived. Not because I was strong, but because my son needed me. This is the story of my betrayal, my breaking point, and the mask I still wear to this very day. I was 22 when I met him. I wasn't looking for love. I was just trying to figure out my life, working long shifts, helping my mom, paying bills. And then he appeared. He wasn't the loudest guy in the room, but he was the one who made me feel safe. He had this way of making me laugh, even when I didn't want to. We dated. We moved in together. We built a life brick by brick. I remember the day we bought our little house. It was old, the paint chipped, the roof in desperate need of repair. But it was ours. I cried standing in the empty living room, thinking, this is it. This is the beginning. When our son was born, everything felt complete. I can still remember that tiny bundle in my arms, his little hand curling around my finger. I whispered, I'll protect you. Always. And when my husband held him, his eyes shone with pride. He kissed our boy's forehead and whispered, my son, my everything. Back then, I thought we were unbreakable. Years passed. Life wasn't perfect, but it was ours. But then small things began to change. He stayed at work later and later. His phone was always in his hand. He laughed less. He touched me less. At first, I told myself it was stress. Promotions, deadlines, responsibilities. I wanted to be supportive. But then the lies came. Traffic was terrible. Meeting ran late. I just stopped for one drink. And I wanted to believe him. God, I wanted to believe him. But my gut whispered otherwise. He stopped looking me in the eye. He stopped sharing his day. Even his scent, once so familiar, felt foreign. And then there was me, standing in front of the mirror, wondering if I was no longer enough, if maybe I had failed as a wife, as a woman. But nothing could have prepared me for what I found. It was a Tuesday, late. He had fallen asleep on the couch, his phone slipping from his hand. I don't know why I picked it up. Maybe I was ready to know. Maybe part of me already knew. The screen lit up. Messages, pictures, words no wife should ever read. I shook him awake. My voice was shaking. Who is she? He denied it. He yelled. He called me crazy. And then, he admitted it. But that wasn't the worst part. Through tears, I screamed, how could you do this to our son? And he looked at me, with eyes I didn't recognize, and said words that shattered my soul. He's not my son. At first, I thought I misheard. I begged him to take it back. But he didn't. He had known for years. He wasn't the biological father. The room spun. My knees gave out. And in that single moment, everything I thought I knew, my marriage, my family, my life, collapsed. After that night, I wasn't myself anymore. I stopped eating. I stopped sleeping. I walked through life like a ghost, my body moving, my soul gone. And then I found the bottle. At first, just one glass of wine to numb the pain. But one became two. Two became three. Until every morning started with alcohol, and every night ended with it. The burn in my throat was the only thing that dulled the ache in my chest. Days blurred together. I forgot meals. I forgot friends. I forgot who I was. And in the darkest moments, I thought about ending it all. I sat on the bathroom floor, pills in one hand, a bottle in the other. I even wrote notes once. Notes no one ever saw. I thought, if I go, at least the pain will go too. But then, his voice. Mom! My son, my innocent, sweet boy. He didn't know about the betrayal. He didn't know the truth. To him, I was just Mom, his safe place, his comfort, his world. And in that moment, I realized I couldn't leave him. I couldn't let him suffer because of his father's sins. I put the pills away, I poured the bottle down the sink, and I whispered to myself, he needs me. I have to survive for him. So I made a choice. I forgave my husband, not because he deserved it, not because I healed, but because my son deserved a normal life. From that day, I put on a mask. I smiled when I wanted to cry. I cooked dinners. I attended family gatherings. I played the role of the loving wife. Behind closed doors, I was broken. But outside, I was perfect. No one knew the truth, not my friends, not my family, not even my son. Time passed. My son grew up. He laughed. He thrived. And every time I saw him happy, I told myself, it was worth it. But at night, when the house was quiet, the memories came back. The betrayal. The lies. The nights I almost didn't make it. And even now, years later, I still wear the mask. People see a happy wife, a devoted mother, a strong woman, but inside I am still that broken girl on the bathroom floor. People always say time heals all wounds. But I know the truth. Time doesn't heal betrayal. It only teaches you how to live with it. My husband and I are still together. My son grew up never knowing the truth. He sees us as a strong family, and for him, that's enough. But me? I live every day with the memory of that night, with the weight of the lies, with the mask I can never take off. And maybe one day, when I'm gone, someone will finally know how much I endured. But until then, this is my story, my mask, my burden, and mine to carry. Until the end.